on which research project currently you are working on?
Here I am working on various subjects. I am working in, apart from this, I am also working in various bioenzymes. Actually, we are not that much aware of all these things. That is the main concern in case of patentability. We can take patent.
Everything that we are doing around the research comes under the intellectual property right.
We cannot take patent of any biological material. We cannot take patent of a living thing.
Let's say if we have E. coli bacteria, right? And if we are genetically modifying it, new strain can be patented.
Any biological material like plant is not patentable, any animal is not patentable. But if you are modifying bacteria, then bacteria is...
So the entire system
Yes, is there. Yes,
patented.
that native bacteria we cannot patent.
I guess, as per my knowledge, a gene or DNA sequence even cannot directly be patented.
Yeah, that also not.
What exactly the process for like filing a patent or like proceeding into the Today on Genetic Education Podcast, Raw and Real, we are glad to have Dr. Gaurav Srimali. Welcome, Dr. Gaurav, and we are honored to have you here with us today.
Thank you so much, Tushar, for this opportunity. I am also very glad to be here.
And thank you so much for accepting our invitation to join this podcast. So, Dr. Gaurav is Assistant Professor at the Department of Biotechnology, Gujarat Technological University. He completed his PhD on bacterial bioplastic. He published 10 research papers, written 5 book chapters, authored 1 book, and holds 10 different patents. So let's begin our discussion with Dr. Gaurav. Okay, so start with on which research project currently you are working on at GTU?
Tushar, thank you for this opportunity. Here I am working on various subjects. I am working in bioplastic. Bioplastic, as we all know, this is an era of material science and bioplastic. There are several types of bioplastic like PHA, PHB, but it is very useful material which can replace the traditional plastic, and by that way we can help to in the improvement of environment, and we can help in decreasing the pollution. Apart from this, I am also working in various bioenzymes like amylase, cellulase, pectinase and all. And one of my project is in the degradation of agriculture waste with the help of these enzymes. I'm also working in plants where I'm developing a cultivar having salinity tolerant. And with the help of several phytohormones, we can ameliorate the salinity stress. That will be a great achievement for all of us. Okay, so these are the areas in which I am working right now.
That's very interesting to know. You hold 10 different patents. Okay.
Yes.
So I guess it is a better to know more about intellectual property rights and patents from you. So could you explain what exactly the patent and intellectual property rights are and how it will useful for life science student, and I mean how it is important to life science students?
Yes, actually, we are not that much aware of all these things. That is the main concern in case of patentability. We can take patent of a number of things. We can take patent of process. We can take patent of any product. We can take patent of any combination of product. We can take patent of industrial design also. Okay, so these are the things that you can get patent. But in our case, rather than patent, we are going for the publication and all. Okay, so that is the issue with us. But a number of things are there which are patentable, and we should get the patent of these things. Patent will give you the right for the production. It will protect your idea.
So what you are trying to say is everything that we are doing around the research, if you are developing any SOP, if you are developing any protocol, process, any product, any outcome, if we are writing a paper, if we have any idea, innovative idea to implement, even our research title, everything around what we are writing, what we are there in our mind, everything can be, we can say, comes under the intellectual property right. We can protect them in a right way.
Yes, we can protect, but if only we can protect if it is a unique one. And the things which haven't reported earlier, that we can patent. And for us, for biological field, we can take patent of process. Suppose I am manufacturing or producing the bioplastic, then bioplastic is patentable. The product bioplastic is also patentable if same combination, same structure isn't reported before. And the process of producing that bioplastic is also patentable. We cannot take patent of any biological material. Biological material in the sense a living thing. We cannot take
Mm-hmm.
patent of a living thing. But if we are modifying that living thing, or we have extracted from the natural source and then we have modified it for our benefit, then that thing is also patentable. Like in case of bacteria directly it is not patentable. But if you take the bacteria and then you give some substrate to it, and then you see the process and all, then in the downstream processing you are extracting the product, so all this process is patentable. So this is the difference, what things are patentable and what things are not patentable. You can take patent of product also if the product has any unique structure and it has any unique application, then you can take patent of product also. Okay. You can take patent of your consortia if you are mixing two organism, if you are mixing two products and you have some application of that product, then that thing is also patentable. Any design of any instrument, any part of an instrument, that is also patentable.
So that means, for let's say, if we have E. coli bacteria, right, and if we are genetically modifying it by inserting a gene, right, so then that new strain can be patented.
Yes, that strain can be patentable, but again, with some combination, with some like media composition, with some consortia, it is patentable. Yes, we can take
Okay.
patent of that. But generally, if any bacteria is there, any biological material like plant is not patentable, any animal is not patentable. But if you are modifying bacteria, then bacteria is patentable in this condition. Yes.
So the entire system, whether it is a protocol that is associated for the genetic engineering, the process, the we can say the
Extraction process, we
concepts,
can say,
extraction
yeah,
process,
downstream process is there, upstream
everything can
process
be
is there. Yes,
patent.
that is patentable, that you can take.
Yes, but not the native bacteria.
No, native bacteria we cannot patent. If any bacteria is directly isolated from the natural sources, that is not patentable. Yes.
And I guess, as per my knowledge, a gene or DNA sequence even cannot directly be patented.
Yeah, that also not
It
patentable.
can be discovered by someone, any new gene or some modification, but that cannot be
Even
patented.
primers are not patentable. You cannot take
Okay.
patent of primer.
That might be like comes under the natural, we can say biological material, because it is made up of nucleotides. That might be the reason, I guess.
Yes, yes, yes. And even if the primers are patentable, then the companies will have some monopoly and they will take misuse of all of that also. So that is not patentable. Primers cannot be patentable. But a device designed from the primer or using primer, that device is patentable. You can take patent of that device. Yes.
Okay.
If you have like
So,
it based on any primer, then that is patentable.
okay. So what exactly the process for filing a patent or like proceeding into the patent? Just explain it in a very simple language so that student can also understand that.
First, there are different types of patent. Actually,
Okay.
IP, we can say intellectual property. Design patent is easiest way to get for our students. As per, I believe you should
Design means instrumental
design
design.
patent. Any design of any instrument, any part of instrument, that is patentable. So it is very simple. Just you have to give at least eight images from different angle of that particular product, and the specifications, and then it is patentable. So it is very easy in comparison with the other patent to get the patent of design. There are total three steps. You have to file the patent, then the patent will be published, and third step will be the patent will be granted to you. So these are the three steps. So you submit the designs, they will go through it, and then first review committee will check all your designs, will check the documentation. FRC it is called. The first review committee will check all this, that if any query is there, if any any lacking in document is there, then they will consult you, and then again you have to give the document,
Is there
and
any
then it will be yes, published, and then
So is there any centralized platform to file patent?
yeah, Indian patent is the platform where you can file your patent. Okay, so you just open the website and there you can find a very easy process to file the patent, and you can take help of any patent agents also. They will also help you in designing the patent. The best way is go with the patent agent because they have all the knowledge, legal knowledge we can say, of filing the patent, because a number of times there are some queries arise in the process of documentation. Then sometimes other companies also like raise a query, then you have to attend the hearings also, and so these patent agents will take care of all these things. So it is like advisable you go with the patent agents. They can do the prior art also, because initially you have to do the prior art search whether any such kind of design is available in the market or not, or someone has taken already taken patent or not of these designs. Then you can do the like filing process. Okay, so documentation should be strong in case of patent. So better if you go with the patent agents. They have all the knowledge. You can do it by yourself also, but better it is if you go with the patent agents. Yes.
So it is more of a legal.
Yeah,
There
it
are
is a
more
legal
legal
one. There are
issues
certain
involved.
terminologies we don't know what to
Okay.
like, how to answer and all. So better if you go with the patent agents. This is in case of design patent, but in case of process patent, your documentation must be strong. Okay, there are the process is very tedious in case of process patent. Like in case of design patent, the charge is like 8,000 to 15,000. But in case of process patent, the patent agent charge from 70,000 to, depends on the patent, like 1,50,000, 2 lakh, 2,50,000. So they charge this much. So the process is very lengthy, and for that your documentation should be strong. You have to think about all the aspects of your process or your product or your whatever IP you want to take. So these are the conditions you need to follow while filing the patent.
Okay. So anyhow, a student or peers should need extensive support from their guide and the university's patent committee. I guess that's what I understand, because it is not easy to
Yes,
defend
yes, it,
the
yeah,
argues.
yeah, yeah. That is the problem, and we need patent attorney too, because all these hearings you have to attend in the presence of patent attorney. So at that time you have to give answer. So go with the patent agent. There is one exam also for the MSc student, particularly. I will say there is one exam of patent agent. You can prepare for that,
Okay.
and you can earn lot of money if you qualify that exam. You will be you can have your own firm also. A number of firms are earning in crores nowadays, because now we are very much aware of taking patents and protecting our IPs. So it is a very like rich area of in case of biotechnology. Yes.
Okay. So the process is tedious, again, as you mentioned, but is there any reward? Like we can earn something from the patent?
Yes, yes. We all always think about that. First thing, you can take IP, you can have your own startup. Okay, so nobody can copy your product, nobody can copy your process. Rather than going for publication and all, better if you go for the patent and protect your IP. So in that way, first thing is the startup. Okay, a number of professional fields are the biotech itself is a professional field. So take patent of your process, take patent of your product, and go for the startup. It is a great idea. So that is the that's how you can earn. Second thing is the technology transfer. This is an era of technology transfers. I
Hmm.
again have to say, because we are the researcher, we do not have that kind of infrastructure. So if your product is scalable, then you can have the technology transfer option also. So consult with the big companies, big giant companies. They will take your product and launch at a large scale, and you can have 5%, 10%, 20% margin of your product. So it will be a great option again if your product is scalable and you don't want to start your startup with your product. So that is the second option. Third is you can give license of your
Hmm.
patent. So you just give license to some companies for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and they can have the production of your product. So that is also possible.
So in case of, I want to understand, in case of like some process or we can say a protocol, if someone is using your protocol or process or some documentation that you have prepared which is patented, okay, or which is protected again, under the IPR. So if someone is using from the other part of the world, how they are paying to us, like is there any central portal or they are directly pay to the patent holder or we can say IPR holder?
Actually, you have to take care of all these things. If you have a patent, then you have to take care of all these things. If any company is there or not, or in your knowledge, which is producing the same product or which is producing the same idea with the same procedure you patented, so you can take legal action against them. Okay, and if like without your consent they are producing, then uh, you can take action against them also. You can inform
Legal
the,
action.
yeah, you
But
can
it
take
is not a
legal action.
structured industry, I guess. If someone is using some product like process or something, so which is not, we can say, automatically protected, just like in YouTube, like if you use a music, so there might be a direct revenue share, or it is like take down by the company, or these kind of autonomous
In this case, the process is not that we can say easy for the infringement. So you have to like take advice of this patent agent, and then you can take legal actions against them. So process is not easy, I believe. In case of YouTube and all, it is searchable. You can track
Hmm.
also. But in this case, if someone is like in Kenya, they have your process and he started producing things, then you cannot do anything.
But if someone is like making a big business, then they will go on a safer side, will pay you for their, I guess, whatever
It's
IPRs
up to
they are
you. I
using.
mean, you have IP, then you can make have deal with them. If they are
Hmm.
agree to pay, then it's okay. Otherwise, it's up to them and it's up to you that how you go.
Okay, quite difficult thing, I guess. Yeah. So my last question is about the Indian scenario of patents and all of these things. I have some statistics of International Patent Authority of 2023. They have released the data that China has filed 1.5 million patent in 2023, followed by USA, Japan, and other two countries. Those countries filed roughly around 200,000 patents in 2023, but India has filed only like around 50,000 patents. So the quality and the quantity of patent is very low in India. So is there any specific reason or any specific problem behind this patent industry, we can say, why it is not growing?
Actually, as I mentioned earlier, the main concern is the awareness. We do not have awareness how to file patent or which things are patentable or what kind of like precautions we have to take while like going for the patent. Okay, that is the first thing. Second thing is that we do not have that kind of infrastructure which will give you all the like facility. If you is a means if you consider the Gujarat Technological University as a co-applicant in your patent, then they will also charge whatever charge the patent agents are going to take. So now we become aware, and slowly and steadily we are going to fill that gap. Okay, we do not have that kind of linkage with the industry. We don't know actually what industry want. Then third thing is the we do not have that kind of focus over the patent, because we generally prefer publication. It is in comparison easy, just like publish in a good reputed journal and you are happy. Rather than that, you should go for the patent. You just see if your search work is scalable or has the potential of industry, then you better you go for the patent rather than going for the publication and all. Okay, so these are the things. And second key, a number of researchers we have, a number of research centers we have which are working in various direction, but still we do not have that kind of like capacity or that kind of skills of how to draft the patent. We are very like poor, not a proper word poor, but we are not that concerned about the documentation of our process, the how to document right from the beginning, and how to convert our product into the patent. Okay, so these are the
That
things I think responsible for the less number of patent in comparison with the China and in comparison with the USA. One of my friend is working in the USA. They have actually a separate department which is doing all this thing of even drafting documentation, and also so they gather all the document, and then they convert into the patent. What our role is as a researcher, we will do only like lab work and all, and then we
Hmm.
generate the data and we see the application of our, but whatever drafting part is there, so there are some in separate department, clerical staff is there working in this, so it will become very easy to draft a patent and all, rather than doing it by ourselves. Okay, so this is also one of the concern. We the researchers, majority of the researchers do not have that skill of drafting the patent. That's why we have less number of patent. One more thing is that number of researchers means every year you have to renew your patent and you have to pay. But as per my knowledge, 85% of patents, they just take patents for their CV. Okay, this is also one of the concern that we do not have that much attention in the patent.
slowly and gradually things become better for
We
research
hope.
in India.
Yeah, we hope.
So that's really interesting to talk with you about patent and IPR. Thank you so much for revealing this area of research. Actually, I was personally not aware about patent and all of these things. So thank you so much, Dr. Gaurav.
Thank you so much, Tushar, for this opportunity. And better if you arrange more sessions on, like you can arrange workshops also, online workshop, where we can have such kind of interaction. And we need to improve in all the direction. There are so many things we can take patents. So many IPs are there. As per I believe, we will just forget to mention the trade and geographical indications and all that things are there. Also, kind of IPs we can do, but we will have such kind of session again. Then we will discuss the things. No,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.